it's the chair still spinning. Hi guys, it's Sphinx here with some good old cosplay tips. I haven't seen you guys in forever. Speaking of that, with some wig hair and mouth, let's do some shout outs. Wham! Latula, I'm a homestar. I can't pronounce homestar. Look, there you are. If it's focused. Either way, you're there. Thanks for subscribing to me. I think there was someone else, but I lost the email. So, shout out to you guys. You're making my channel so much better. Let's get started, babies. I'm doing something a little different than my normal cosplay tips. I'm doing a full cosplay. You guys want to know what that cosplay is? Cute little marching band. It's Bastet, the Egyptian cat goddess. Her design is my own. I based it off the original design and the Enchantress from the Suicide Squad design. I won't bore you with all the details, but I'll give you a little hints and tweaks there. It's going to involve jewelry, amulets, tattoos, blah, blah. I don't want to give too much away because that'll spoil the next couple episodes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a bunch of videos based on this cosplay so you guys get to see it piece by piece and still get your cosplay tips. But you guys get to see me go through the whole process of making the cosplay. You guys get to be on the journey with me. It's going to be beautiful. As well, you're going to learn Egyptian mythology tips throughout this little playlist and the videos from your very own ancient Egyptian pagan Enheukara. I might be pronouncing that wrong. I'm really bad at my religion. But that's okay. I'm learning. I've learned for 2 years now. Let's rock it. Enough talking. Let's get started. First, you're going to need your tools. You're going to need wax paper, ruler, pencil, white Crayola clay, cup of lukewarm water, tools for carving into clay, such as mechanical pencil, pencils, knife, scissors, pins, and even your hands, paints, and brushes, and finally, a reference. The first step is to start with measuring how big you want the clay to be. Measure length and width, then trace out with your pencil and ruler a little square. And this will make it easier to create the shape you want. If you wish to be more detailed, you can draw a basic base shape inside your square. Step 2. Grab a decent amount of clay for your base shape. Not too much because you don't want it to be heavy and thick. Not too little because you don't want it to be thin and fragile. Create your beautiful basic shape. This is where the cool facts come in. Now, you start to morph your basic shape into your shape of your reference. I'm making the beetle amulet, or the scarab beetle amulet for my cosplay. The centerpiece is the amulet is the scarab beetle, as you can tell, which is a type of dung beetle. FYI. the tricky part. The clay may start to dry during this part, so keep it from drying by dampening it with your warm water. You are going to use your different clay tools to carve, shape, cut, and make details. You will use your different tools for different carvings and details depending on your style you want. This should take the longest time to do. Now, back to the facts. Scarab beetles are related to the sun god and creator god Ra. They are more related to his travel across the sky. I'm going to say that since there's very similar but different cults in Egypt, all the mythology depends on which cult and story you look up. I'm doing the basic one of Ra, which is the more modern one than the original one, which the god I cannot pronounce, who has a very similar story to Ra. So don't get mad if you read something else or I forget to mention something. Step 6. That's not 6. Step 6. After the clay is dried, and if cracks have been fixed, you begin painting. I'm using a gold-based color, then adding details with bronze, browns, and blacks. This will make it look older and more realistic. In Egyptian mythology, one of the reasons Ra is associated with the scarab beetle is because when the sun goes across the sky, Ra turns into a beetle and rolls the sun across the sky, much like a dung beetle does a ball of dirt and waste. The second reason the scarab beetle is related to Ra is when the sun rises in the morning, because Ra becomes or has the head of the scarab beetle. In this mythology, Ra rides the sun boat, which, by the way, is the sun across the sky. As you can see, the scarab beetle is strongly related to a very powerful god, thus giving the amulet and any symbol of the beetle great power and influence. This amulet is a symbol of power and may bring the power of Ra upon the wearer. It was a very popular amulet both among pharaohs and slaves. That's it, everybody. That's your centerpiece for your amulet or whatever you were trying to make. Now, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and come back for more tips and they were helpful. Make sure to check out my Instagram below because I am selling a bunch of old cosplays. A bunch of Homestuck, just a bunch of cosplays I'm not personally going to wear anymore, but I'm giving out for all of you. As well, make sure I do edits, write scripts, and make cosplays. Your first cosplay will always be free. And if you don't like it, just send it back to me and I'll see what we can do. If you want more information, just go down to my Instagram and DM me as soon as possible. Thank you all for watching. Be safe, you're beautiful, and I love you all. Bye, babies. Oh, crap, wait. Don't forget, I need an end card. So if you see a funny clip you like or a funny picture in my Instagram or whatever, make sure to leave that link or whatever you want in the box below. Comments below. Not box, you know what I mean. Thanks, babies. Bye-bye.